Welcome to Recalibrate Fastcast, short, efficient podcast videos under 5 minutes covering fitness and health to help you do better, look better, and feel better. All right, here we go. Final episode. Let's land the plane. The final episode of this series, the Make It Make Sense series in our Fastcast. This is episode 15. This is a domino effect. So I want to bring this whole thing home. The last 15 episodes, we've led up to this moment. We've outlined 15 different major problems right now in our society with what's going on with our health and fitness and everything centered in that space. So question, if we've all have seen a line of dominoes fall. It always starts one tap, right? When that first piece tips, the whole thing eventually collapses. And that's what's happened to our health and what we've seen. It wasn't one big thing that screwed us up, and we always like to blame it on that. It was hundreds of small things stacked over time, and once they started falling, they all fell. So we've talked about this in every episode so far, but now you can see the big picture. We were never taught how to eat. We were told dumb stuff about calories and fat burning zones. We grew up surrounded by hyper palatable foods, overloaded portions, zero guidance. And then we got busy. We grew up, stressed, sedentary, and we let convenience run the show too. We started eating more, moving less, feeling worse, and then just justifying it as normal. But it's not. It's not, and it's not a way to live. We talked about this in a previous episode, the whole system profits when we're sick, overweight, anxious, depressed, desperate. And I know that might sound like it's a conspiracy, but it's not. It's a business, you guys. A sick person is a paying customer. A healthy person is not. And even if they are healthy, somehow, some way, the market can still profit. And if that wasn't enough, the last episode I just talked about, we've softened up. We lost grit, toughness. The do it anyway mindset our grandparents had, our ancestors had, is gone. So life is easier now. We don't need to be hard anymore. But that comfort is still costing us. When when hard times come, because they always do, we don't have the tools to handle it anymore with resilience. We fall apart. So who's to blame for this? Honestly, everyone and no one. Society didn't do this on purpose. It's just built things on top of broken systems. Like a city built on crooked roads. If you've ever been to Boston, that place is a maze. The roads were laid down. They were built before anyone invented or thought of the grid system. So what did the city do? They just kept building around the mess. So it's a kind of a complicated system that doesn't really have any method to the madness, if you will. And that's kind of what we've done with our health. So it's a mess. So instead of like pointing fingers, or staying stuck, here's what I want you to do and think about. Scroll back through every reason we covered in this series and think about it. Be honest with yourself. Ask which of these things hits home to you. I guarantee it, you can identify a few of them. Which ones have you let slide? Are you guilty of? The point is to not beat yourself up about it, but don't sugarcoat it either. The nothing changes if nothing changes mentality is real. I wrote this ebook, and we've created this series centered around it. And that's why I coach the way that we do. I don't believe fitness and health should be complicated. I believe it should be simple, sustainable, and honestly built for real people with real lives. We're not here to impress bodybuilders. We're here to truly help busy, stressed out adults find their way and finally win. We've tested every method. I've lived through every habit. We've coached through everything that we've done. I teach what I've done, not what I have read and what I've seen others work with other people. Other people, and counting at the time of this recording, approaching nearly 1,400 clients inside of less than 3 years, actually. They're leaner, they're healthier, they're in control, and they finally have felt free from all of this noise and nonsense. So the path to that is simple if you want it to be. You have to move, be willing to learn, and willing to take action as well. If you're here and you've watched all 15 episodes of this, thank you. If you're curious, if you're uncomfortable with where you're at right now, that's a good thing. That's a good thing because discomfort is the birth of real change. You know it when it happens, and that means you're ready to get unstuck from that situation. So final call here, reach out if you need help. Reach out if you're finally ready to get started. If you're not ready to get started because maybe this is the first episode you've seen, go back, watch all of those other episodes. There's 14 behind this one. They're all about 5 minutes in length. I'll leave the ebook here too for you as well to thumb through, and I guarantee it, we will make it make sense. So we'll see you guys next time in our series. We look forward to the next one. Tune in for that. If you found this content helpful or at least sparked your curiosity for more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will link the Make It Make Sense ebook in the description for free. Check that out, as well as our Recalibrate system website. We'll see you guys next time.